Wow, WNBA, there was some excitement last night. I am so sorry that I missed it, but I want to talk about it because, well, people don't like talking about the WNBA for some reason. I love talking about it. It's very exciting. Some interesting things seem to have happened last night. Pheonix beating Connecticut. Pheonix, one of the worst teams in the league this season, beat Connecticut, who is #1 in the East. And well, all I can say is Diana Turasi. I mean, that's all you have to say. No explanation. It's Diana Turasi. It's that simple. She's probably the best player ever in the WNBA, at least that I've seen play. This woman can dominate. And with Pheonix, yes, they do have a legitimate shot. They do technically have a shot of making the playoffs, but I don't think the chances are too realistic because they dug themselves such a huge hole in the first half of the season while Diana was out with injury. And I just don't. And in order for them to get in, they have to win a lot of games, and Seattle also has to lose a lot of games. And I just think that Seattle is too good a team, with Sue Bird, and especially now with Lauren Jackson back. I think the playoffs are basically set in the West right now. And Los Angeles, they finally snapped their losing streak, though. They played Washington, so yeah, I'm not really too shocked. I mean, you'd have known they were in some real trouble. I mean, if they hadn't beat Washington, then it would have been time to hit the panic button. Chicago beating New York. These two teams are basically fighting each other for playoff seeding right now. It's expected that one of them is going to get 4th seed and the other is going to miss out. And with Chicago winning the head-to-head matchups, it looks like they're probably going to get that advantage. And San Antonio losing to Indiana. San Antonio was basically in control for the whole game, and then suddenly in the 4th quarter, Indiana just came surging back. San Antonio has lost 4 in a row, 5 out of the last 6, but they've lost to some decent teams. Los Angeles and Minnesota, the two teams above them in the West. They lost to Indiana, who's second in the East right now, and they lost to Pheonix, who, yes, they've got a bad record, but #1, they only lost by 4 points, and #2, Diana Turasi. I shouldn't have to say anything else. I shouldn't have to explain that. Diana Turasi. They didn't lose to Pheonix. They lost to Diana Turasi. Okay, Bonner's been pretty good this season too, but Diana Turasi. And Minnesota and Atlanta, double overtime. The Lynx won, of course, which is just amazing. A 10-game winning streak. Their second of the season. A 10-game winning streak in any sport is impressive, and Minnesota's done it twice on 2 separate occasions this season. That's something that a lot of teams can't say. That's something that a good majority of NBA teams haven't been able to say yet. I believe the San Antonio Spurs were the only one who had multiple double-digit win streaks last season. And it's an amazing feat that they accomplished. They are showing why they won the championship last year. They are showing why they are in great position to defend it. This is a great, very talented, very deep team. And the fact that they got pushed to double overtime, yeah, some people would be worried about it, but you won 10 games, so even if they do lose, I mean, it happens. No one's undefeated right now. I mean, that's just how it works. And the fact that they got pushed to double overtime might get some people worried. But I think that's not Minnesota sliding or slipping. I think that's just Atlanta stepping up to the challenge. I mean, they really went all out, gave the Lynx all they could handle. These are some pretty good teams out here. Just watching some of the highlights, man. These women are amazing.